I'm Renat.
And I'm Honey. And we're Dina's childhood friends, and we
From
have
Zion Heights.
such fond memories of her.
I have to say that my memory of Dina dates back to 1981, where we all went to Dorset together, and Dina and I slept together in the same room. Well, I can tell you that Dina had colorful pajamas, toiletry bag probably times 3, and
Her hairbrush.
always her
Yeah.
hairbrush. And she had an incredible way and a witty way about her, something that we were always so enamored by, because her voice, her way was so beautiful, so down to earth, and as Joanne said, so authentic. Dina. And that was a memory that I think we all shared at Zion Heights all together. And for that, I want to say, Dina,
We love you.
love you.
And I just want to share a very quick memory of going up to Dina's cottage, which I know was one of her favorite places, and I feel so blessed and so grateful that that gets to be a memory that I will cherish forever. And I'm going to let y'all know in a little secret that I had a bit of a crush on her dad, and he made me a whiskey sour, and I'll never forget it. And we took a canoe over to another lake and had a bonfire with a bunch of her friends from the cottage, and I felt very special because I got the opportunity to do that. So, Gina, these beautiful flowers are for you.
Everything, the music.
Your friends are amazing. We love you.
All right, Dina, this is the family. You say I never get together enough with them. You know they're all saying prayers for you every Sunday night.
And because of you, Dina, we're able to touch Peter.
That's right.
That's
not all of us.
That's over.
Not all of us.
That's over pretty soon.
Just the sisters.
And now we understand where the sense of humor was matched.
So Dina, I only ever met you one time at Pete's father's funeral, but I remember thinking that, because I've heard about you so many times, that you'd just always be there. I'd always be hearing about you. Dina said, I was texting Dina, or Dina called me, I couldn't get her off the phone, and I was trying to watch the hockey game, and there was Dina. But now that you're not there anymore, I'm going to miss hearing about you. So.
Well, Peter won't need a
Better on the other
texting
side
plan
for you.
anymore.
I'll keep talking to you, Dina. I love you.
Yeah, and we will always be remembered because
Godspeed.
of how special she was. So, oh, you are.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, kid.
I just want to say that how I feel. I feel devastated that I've lost her, and it's only been 2 weeks, and then I have to go through the rest of my life without her, at least physically without her, but I know she's with me in spirit all the time. Please note Greg and Norma, Grant, Kirsten, Aiden, Matthew, that I couldn't have loved her any more than I did, and she was such a good friend to me, and we shared a really close bond that I will treasure for the rest of my life. As I've said before, the sun has dimmed a little bit for me, but I know her light is shining on her journey wherever she is now. I love you, Dina. Always will.
I was just talking to Lori. She said she was going to come with me to share this story because I brought a picture of us together for Dina's 40th birthday. We rented a limo, we went out for dinner, and not many 40-year-olds choose Tom Jones as the concert, but we all went to see Dina's favorite Tom Jones, sang along to every Tom Jones song. He was old. All of the ladies' underwear they had as a joke was made out of bed sheets. Huge, big women's underwear made out of bed sheets. But as with everything with Dina, we had a great night, the girls bonding and having fun. And the other memory I want to share, because I was thinking about this the other day, without anything being said, because Dina and I spoke almost every day, she would pick up the phone and I'd say, "Hi, Dina," and she'd go, "Hi, ding dong." And so for like weeks, without either of us saying anything, whenever we would call, we just came up with the weirdest words. The next time somebody would answer the phone, "Hi, Scooby-Doo." Next time, "Hi, elephant." Next conversation 2 days later, "Hi, Shmee-Shmaw," like just silly words. But I remember thinking, like, who else would I pick up the phone and start a conversation like that with, except for my Dina, who I love, love, love.
I just want to share the special rock that I found in the pile today. Dina and I have been communicating a little bit on social media over the last little while, and she told me, "Wendy, always look for the hearts." So the first thing I saw in the rocks today was the hearts. So I'm keeping this one, Dina, and I've done one up for you. I've known you, Dina, for almost 30 years since I married Rob, and you've been a beautiful person in my life, and you've shown me a lot in the last 7 years. I just wanted to thank you from our family. You sent us the beautiful Pay It Forward check, and I didn't get a chance to let you know that we used the money. We decided to share it with my mother, who's going to Bolivia. She went to Bolivia last year on a mission with her church to help school kids there and help kids just have a happy experience in life. And when you sent that to me, I've just been holding on to it, waiting to know what to do with it. And my mom has decided, she's 77, and she's decided to go back in November. So that money is for her to share with the children and just to give them some joy in their daily life in Bolivia. So thank you, Dina. I love you, and I'll never forget you. From all of my family to you. Love you.
I can't pin anything down to one story. There's just like so many like little stupid things that are like so vivid to me, and I just feel like like going to Fairview Mall and like going to the food court and getting Chinese food, and like Dina like loved hot sauce so much, and I always wanted to be like exactly like her and like love hot sauce and like chewing gum, and I always wanted to wear all of her clothes, and I just I just like looked up to her in so many ways, and I feel so even though it sort of felt like my trip to Calgary was like thrust upon me in a really weird time in my life, looking at that now, it's like that was such a gift that was given to me, that I was able to go out there and spend all that time with her. And there's so many just like little like life lessons like about like being thrifty and being good about my money, and like don't always be in control of your money so other people don't have control over you, and like just things. And like it's hard for me because I'm terrible with my money, but there is this like voice that plays in my head of like her like, go to 7-Eleven and get your $1 coffee, don't go to Starbucks. And it's just like weird specific things like that, and like her voicemail messages to me every birthday with her singing happy birthday in like her special like key that she would pick every year, that like always made me laugh the hardest. And just like memories with Maxie, her dog, and memories with Sammy. It's just yeah, anyway, I love her so much.
Hello, my name's June. I lived across the road when they brought Dina home for the first time. I've known her for years. And the fondest remembrances is at the cottage. They owned the cottage next door. And every morning after she'd finished her breakfast with her family, she'd come over and had another breakfast with me. And I had 4 kids, so she fit right in. And she had a second breakfast. She sat on my husband Gary's lap, and he was Tarzan, she was Jane. And this went on for years. Even our Christmas cards were back, Jane and Tarzan. So they had a special relationship. So she's probably meeting them in heaven now. They're both there. Okay. Love, Dina.
Hey folks, Glenn Haywood, an old dear friend of Dina's, and Leanne, who I met through Dina.
Yeah, I was actually one of Dina's neighbors growing up and really good friends for a very long time.
Yeah. High school or before? Grade school?
Before high school.
Yeah.
I actually went to Catholic school and they all went to the public school.
Oh, is that right?
And so I would get off the bus at the end of the day in my kilt and go to their high school and pretend I went there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Dina and I worked together in the, I guess the 80s, and she was dating some guy. So I made swift work getting rid of him, and I stole her from Johnny, and I'm proud to say. But anyways, Dina was a sweetheart. Still think of her fondly, obviously, to this day, and it was a wonderful service that they had. Everybody that spoke certainly touched upon who Dina was as a person, who was an absolute angel.
I absolutely agree. It was heartwarming. It was very true, and it really spoke to Dina's character and Dina's strength. And she will be missed dearly.
Absolutely.
My name is Fran, and I just want to leave a bit of a memory of Dina on behalf of her warm Coca-Cola family, that some of who were here today and some who are definitely thinking about her today. I think it goes without saying that anybody knew Dina. If you worked with Dina, she was exactly the same person inside work and outside of work. She was a larger-than-life personality. The people within the Coke system and the Coke family that know Dina extend back decades, it seems. Everybody, whether they worked with her, they certainly know a story. I have a few very funny stories of things that would happen in meetings that would only or could only happen to Dina. I'll save those. I won't tell those stories, but I'll just say on behalf of the Coke family, we miss Dina dearly. She was a tremendous employee. She worked on as part of my team. As Yogi said today, she wasn't your typical employee, but man, did she get stuff done. And I think it speaks a lot about Dina that even her customers are here today to remember her and to recognize her and the contribution and the impact that they had on her life. So on behalf of the Coke family, I just wanted to make sure I left a brief message and to say how much we will all miss Dina.
Hi, I'm Joan, and I'm here representing, Sue and I are here representing the Calgary crew, and I just wanted to say how much we absolutely adore Dina. She just made the world a better place. Thank you for making the world a better place. Thank you for making everybody feel good about themselves. Thank you for caring and taking the time to talk to people. We're going to miss you dearly, but as you told us over and over again, we're with you every step of the way, and you're with us every step of the way. So love you, and we'll see you soon.
I'm honored today to be able to attend the celebration of life for Dina. Dina meant so much to me as a friend. I've known Dina since junior high and really made a nice connection with her in high school. Beautiful memories of time spent in class together. She had us laughing all the time with her quick wit and great sense of humor. She was beautiful inside and out. And these last few years, the way Dina inspired so many people with her kindness and love through such challenge that none of us could really totally understand is something that is unrivaled as far as what I've seen in my life. The impact that she's had on my life and my ability to want to give in her honor has been immeasurable. I dearly love Dina as a friend and as a person, and I miss her so much, and don't know what else to say, but I love you, Dina, and one day we'll see you. Take care.
Hi, Dee. So it's Gail and Blair. We are probably an unlikely combo at this stage, but you know what? This is a testament to just your whole presence of bringing people together in life. And we've reconnected here at your celebration of life. As you remember, Blair and I and you all met in first year university through Leanne. So we go way back. And I just wanted to say how much I deeply, deeply love you and miss you, my friend. You've brought immense joy and wisdom to my life. Anyways, at this stage, I think it's really kind of cool that Blair's sitting here with me, because it brings back so many memories and connections that started in that first year of university for us.
And Dina, sitting here with Gail reflects how you had such a lengthy impact on my life. You were my best friend since kindergarten, Greg's little sister. And you started out as the little troublemaker that Greg and I used to try and avoid. And then, as you grew into a beautiful young woman, and I learned a different side of you, as Gail said, being at university with you, with Gail and all our friends, you became a special part of my life on your own. And what was particularly unique about you is, as opposed to being your big brother's friend, you embraced me as your friend. And and now as having grown into a beautiful woman, you have become a part of my entire life since I was 5 years old, and in so many different stages, in so many different ways. And you will always be a part of my life, and I'm going to miss you dearly.
Just one more caveat to that. I didn't even know until today that Blair was friends with Greg from grade school. So when he was saying earlier that you embraced him into your full life, that is completely the truth, because I didn't know that there was a connection behind Leanne. I thought we just met all at university until today. So, which is a testament to what he's saying, that embracing that you've always done, Dee, that you've always done, and that you're going to continue to do. And I miss you, my friend. Love you.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I've had the privilege of knowing Dina for I don't even know how many years, since we were 12. I've had the honor of calling her my friend and my sister. And it's really tough to say goodbye, but we have so many memories. And I actually needed props with me because I didn't think I could do this by myself. Grant and Kirsten, we've had so many wonderful times with Dina as their aunt, as my friend, and I was just sort of thinking, everyone's speaking so eloquently, and here I am bumbling. But a memory that just sort of struck me was a recent one where Grant and Kirsten and I went and skied with Dina a couple of years ago. And poor Grant and Kirsten had to witness Auntie Dina and Mom kill a bottle of tequila
in about 15 minutes.
Turned into a therapy session.
The children were our therapists. They did a great job. When we woke up the next morning, Dina came out in her Dina fashion and said, "Who do I have to apologize to?" So no apologies. We had a wonderful time. It was a wonderful memory. So from me to you, Dina, cheers.
Cheers, Auntie Dina.
From all of us.
We love you.
We love
Cheers,
you.
we love you.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm Lisa Salavan's niece. I've known Dina for my whole life, and she always sort of felt like a surrogate aunt, and she was always so cool and smelled so good and always had cool clothes. And I remember being like 4 years old and in complete awe of her. And we've always stayed in touch, and she's always taken a lot of interest in my sisters and myself. And I was lucky enough to be one of the recipients of her Pay It Forward campaign. She gave me some funds very generously, and I was able to donate to 2 causes that are very close to my heart that support marginalized people in our society. And she was really pleased with the charities that I chose, and I felt very honored to be part of her legacy. And recently Grant gave me a gift that Dina had been saving for my sisters and I, because we're 3 girls and there's quarters that have 3 girls on them. And I brought them today so I could give my sister Krista hers, and I'm going to give my sister Leah the other one, and I'm going to keep the other one that's for me forever. And I'm so happy that I got to know Dina, and I know how much she loved Grant and Kirsten and Aiden and Matthew. And I'm very happy to be here today with everybody who loved her. So thank you, Dina, and you'll be missed.
Dina, I said essentially everything I wanted to say to you in my speech today. I will miss you terribly. Aiden wants to say a few words to you as well, though.
I remember about 2 years ago, my dad wanted a fire in the fireplace at your house, but the smoke, it wouldn't go up, and then it set off the fire alarm, and I guess it caused a lot of
Trouble,
yeah. And I hope it didn't stress you out too much.
That's a great memory. We had lovely conversations and lovely times by that fireplace together, letting the cigarette smoke up the flue.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Auntie Dina. We love you. Bye.
Dina, we've known each other for a long time. We met in grade 7. We met again in university. We've come in and out of each other's lives. And we really started to bond about 5 years ago after your diagnosis, when I started traveling to Calgary on business. And I stayed with you, and we had so many amazing talks. And I want to tell you that you changed my life. When I learned about your diagnosis, what you taught me was to do things that brought me joy in life. That was your mantra, and I have it as my mantra now. And because of you, Dave and I decided to take a year off, do something crazy, and travel around the world to bring us joy. It wasn't financially responsible. It wasn't responsible at all. But you inspired me. And then when we came back, you continued to inspire me to figure out that work is just work, titles are just titles, and that I should continue on my path to do things that bring me joy. So I stepped off the corporate ladder. I'm trying to do my own thing. I'm trying to do me. And you inspired me in so many other ways. I'm wearing the green jacket. They said that it wasn't in my comfort zone to wear the green jacket, but you told me that I should step out of my comfort zone. And then 2 months ago you asked me if I would take the green jacket. And I love the green jacket, and I will continue to stay outside my comfort zone because it's a good place to be. And I think we had a very, very special bond. And I love you so much. And I will miss you. But I know that you are on your river now, girlfriend. And I know you're in a better place. I love you.
Well, I was trying to think of a funny story or one particular time that was particularly stood out. And I can't really come up with one of those stories. However, I remember having fun at the cottage during a regatta, watching Norma and Dawn along with the kids, Norma drinking strip and go nakeds out of a watermelon, and how much fun we had, and how Dina being there really made me feel like a part of the crowd, their friends crowd, and I'm really happy that we had our very old relationship. Really glad I got the thumbs up from Dina on the note I sent her on the 24th. And I really do mean that I hope I get to know that you and Leslie are doing something good. And I hope somehow I get to know that in this world. Anyhow, Dina was a riot. She was always lots of fun. She was very genuine and always made me feel very special. And she will definitely be missed. Thanks.
So, as it happens, Dina was in university at Brock, and she's like, "Mark, come out and visit me, come out," because I think I was the only one, or one of the very few that didn't go away for university. I stayed in town for it, and she's like, "Come out and visit me. You got to meet my friends and this and that." I said, "Okay." So the story is I go to so Brock being in St. Catharines, I'm in Toronto. What do I know? I do have my own car at that age, and it was an old beaten up, I think it was a Mustang actually, and I said, "Okay, Dina, I'm gonna come, and I'm gonna." So not knowing how far even St. Catharines was, I stopped into a gas station and I said, "Can you check my oil? Can you check all my fluids? Because I'm going on a road trip." And what's funny is, okay, fine, he checked, topped up all my levels, whatever, and I get into Brock, and we're so happy, we're fun, we go out, we party, we're drinking, we have a good night, we get into bed, of course, we slept in the same bed together, and we get into bed, and I go, "It was really good," I said, and I made sure, I was really good, I said, because I went to the gas station, and I told the guy, "Make sure you top up all my levels, because I'm going on a road trip." Dina fucking lost it. She says, "You what? You told her what?" She said, so hence my words to her after departing. The road trip continues because for all these years, Dina and I had a thing about the road trip. So the road trip started because I went to Brock, and which is about an hour drive from Toronto. It is hardly a road trip, but I made sure. And anyways, we friggin' laughed about that for years and years. It would come back and go to sleep and come back, and I love you, girl. And you'll be missed.
This is my sister Julie Benson.
Now Julie Shepherd.
Now Julie Shepherd, sorry. I'm Randy Benson. We've known Dina since she was born. And always been neighbors, both at the cottage and the houses.
They lived across the street from us in Aging Court. Was she born there? No, she's 5 years old. She was probably just born. I know, but I'm trying to think whether she was there. Anyways, we lived in Aging Court across the street from the Sullivans. Then we moved to Willowdale on Zircon. They moved around the corner from us, bought a house. Then they came and visited us at the cottage all the time, and the cottage next door was for sale, so they bought the cottage next door. I don't want to say they're creeping us, they're following us, they're Benson wannabes.
Yeah, no. But, and I actually babysit Dina a few times when she was a child with Greg also. And one of my fondest memories recently was when she did come back from Calgary for my mom and dad's 50th anniversary. The gala, which was at Kinesis Lake. And I remember we were sitting after everybody had pretty well left. There was about 8 of us. We're sitting around talking. Dina and Ted was there. And then he was getting tired. So I remember Dina just gave him an order to go to bed. And so then we stayed up and we talked. And we talked till the sun came up. And it was beautiful.
Yeah, whether you didn't see Dina for 5 minutes or 5 years, it was like you just seen her yesterday.
Exactly.
I always remember growing up, both of us spent the whole summers up there. Our moms were up there the whole summer. We would spend up there while our dads went back to work. Or my dad was a principal, so he was off. And she was 5 years younger than me, but she was the only girl around, so I guess we hung around. But sometimes I found her a bit of a pain because she was 5 years younger than me, and you don't want somebody that young hanging around her. Now you kind of feel guilty about that, but we were very close. We had a lot of fun memories, a lot of good times up at Kinesis together. She became very close to our family, to Dad.
Yeah, well,
Tarzan, you, Jane.
Well, yeah, that was an old saying because she would have her breakfast and come over to our cottage for another breakfast when we sit on my dad's lap, and she always referred to him as Tarzan, and my dad would call her Jane.